Hey, this is Steve. I'm going to show you how to play the electric guitar part for Lord I Believe. Now, Lord I Believe is primarily a piano song. Like all great piano songs, it eventually becomes an electric guitar song at the chorus. So there's lots of other things on the recordings that we could play, but I'm just going to show you today how to play it like we play it when we play it live. So quick run through my gear. I run a Vox AC15. I usually run it on the clean setting, and when you do that you just have volume and that's about it. I'm playing through my Paul Reed Smith McCarty model, and then these are my pedals. Not too fancy. Tuner, I've got my digital delay set on analog and then my tap tempo right there. I then run most of an extra little bit of distortion through a Fender Bassman pedal, and then I have some other pedals but they're not on for this song. So there you go. So the first time that you'll come in will be on the E right before the chorus, and so you'll start slow. We're kind of mimicking a reverse guitar. And then when you come in on the chorus, you'll come in on the B, which is right here. You then go to the E, but instead of going down to the E, you'll come up to the E, which is like playing a D, only you play it with these two fingers, and then you slide it up to the 5th and 4th fret, and then bar the 2nd fret, and really focus on just playing these top 4 strings. So that's a great way to play E, and then you go down to the G sharp minor, to the F sharp, so then it'll sound something like this. I say that you are the temptation to do a lot of this. I really let the other parts of the instrumentation take that. So really long, big strums. Now for the turnaround, after the chorus, you're going to play the same chord progression, but you're just going to back off your intensity. So instead of playing it an 8 or a 9, you're going to be more of like a 6 or a 7. So, and just let the melody ring through. So then when it comes to the second verse, that's where I try to mimic something that's on the album, which is some upbeats that are occurring. So it takes place up higher on the neck of your guitar, so we're going to play some chord formations that you may not play very often, but they're very useful to you, especially when you're trying to find range, a place to play in where nobody else is playing. So the first chord that we're going to make is a B, but we're going to make it all the way up here, and so how that happens is that you basically play a D with these, and then you bring the bar with you just like we've made our E here. We're going to take this all the way to where our pinky is resting on the 12th fret, and we're barring the 9th fret. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take our pick, and we're going to tuck it in behind our middle finger to where it looks like that. And that allows you to pluck the strings without getting your pick in the way. So you tuck that in there. You come down here and you're getting 4 strings here. You're getting the A string all the way up here to the B, and then you're just going to play this chord formation and you're going to pluck the strings like that. Now I want to pluck and then stop the sound, so I'm going to, with my left hand here, I'm going to push, and then as soon as I want the sound to stop, I'm going to let go and still touch the strings, but I'll deaden the strings. So then it sounds like this. So the combination of those things, 2 things together, make that stop sound. So then from here I'm going to play this B, and then I'm going to play an E, but instead of going down to this E, I'm going to come up to this E. And this is basically like playing a G, only we're going to come all the way up here, and then with this finger I'm going to bar these 2 strings. And since I'm not playing all down here, I'm not going to worry about playing the full G here. I'm just going to play these top 4, or these middle 4 strings, so I don't even have to worry about these. So I'm just covering these strings here. So, and then I'm going to go to my G sharp minor, which will be here, which is just like a B minor 7 down here, but we're going to go all the way up here to where your middle finger is on the 12th fret, your ring finger is on the 13th fret, and you're barring the 11th fret, and it sounds like this. And then I'm going to go down to my F sharp, and that's going to be here, standard power chord formation on the A string up here on the 9th fret, and that's, so then it'll repeat that again. And then when the I say that you are comes down to the E, you let that ring, transition your pick into your fingers, and then so it makes a nice spot because you're playing something tonally that's up above the range, and then when you go from there back into the chorus, it's a nice big change, and it really introduces something new back into the sound. So then the small instrumental part that we have here is a kind of a fun progression, but it'll start on the 6 minor, which is here at G sharp. It'll then go to the 7, which is up here at A sharp, and then it will go to the 1, which is B, but we're playing it here. So this B is like playing an E, only you're bringing it up to the 7th fret there and using your bar. So then from there, then we're going to go back to that 6 minor, and then we're going to go down to the 5 and back down to the 4, which is the E. So it goes like this.